Great, guys. So I think we can start. So let me just go back to the slides. And again, we do get questions like, will the recordings be available? Yes, they will be available and will be sent to you via email after a few hours this call is done. And if you have not yet joined our Slack community, please feel free to join, scan this QR code from your phone, and most of our updates that we do goes there. Like I can show you what things goes on to Slack. So if I go here, and under product updates. So yesterday only Marco published a full change log for the last week, new features, improvement, and bug fixes. So this might be a good platform for you to join us. We have around 851 members as of now. So if you are interested, feel free to join. The links, the QR code is in front of you. And let me just briefly talk about what got improved in the past 2 weeks. So yeah, great. So few days back, we added updated Sonnet models. So now on the right side of the screen, you can see we have 4 Sonnet 3.5 Haiku and 3.5 Sonnet as well, which is kind of equivalent to OpenAI mini models. And these models will be available to users who have access to the models dropdown. So if you see a drop-down menu like this, you will have access to the updated Sonnet models. So this is one of the minor improvements. Other than that, we also have added recursive Google Drive sync. So we added around level 5 of updates. So if you have some files or folders or PDFs which are nested inside folder 1, folder 2, folder 3 in your Google Drive, now they can also be accessed. So this was a nice little improvement added by the product team. And then we have also added something called as add-ons. So more about that in the next DevOps hours, but this is just a sneak peek that things like these are coming. And for you, in case someone wanted to get more things done, or you wanted more storage, more words, more agents, or more seats, so the custom plans for you, this is what got improved. And yeah, these are the few things. Now let's get started with the regular updates for which we do the DevOps hours. So I'll just hand over to Marco to just tell you about risk metrics and what it means for custom GPT users. So Marco, over to you.
Hey everyone. Sorry. So a few weeks ago, we released this new risk metric bit to our customer intelligence suite, basically to enhance analytics. And what are we trying to do here is try to give you some insights in security aspect of what is happening in your chats. In a sense, is agent adhering to its instructions? So this would be kind of persona discipline. Are there jailbreak attempts or successes happening in the chat? So you can see what you monitor what your end users are doing. Also, are there prompt leakage attempts or successes? And was there profanity in user queries? By the way, if there is a profanity in user queries, we block all these messages, but you will now see report if that is happening. So this feature can help you analyze what is going on in these chats in more detail. And we noticed that this is something that especially larger companies are looking to, because if you have some compliance requirements on your end, people need to go and file all sorts of reports and get confirmations that agents are behaving in expected manner before they can deploy them on their sites. And this is our first step in that direction. Let me see. How can I go to the next slide to show you how this works? Okay, cool. So on analyze page, you can see how many of these security events happened during a period. You can see prevented incidents and incidents that did happen. One little, let's say, disclaimer or caveat here is that for this we are using GPT-4o mini model, which is kind of limited in its capabilities to detect these events. So it is not completely rock solid. It is more of an indicator at this stage. So basically, if you see some of the numbers in some periods being, especially jailbreak and prompt leakage numbers, being higher than in other periods, that's probably good indication that something is happening, even though agent will sometimes have false positives or false negatives as well. And if you have high persona failure numbers, that probably means that persona is either too complex for agents to execute on, because longer personas generally result in less discipline, or maybe it has conflicting instructions, maybe it's conflicting with our inherent system instructions. So if persona failure number is more than few percent, that means that persona needs to be looked at. And our next step here would be to improve quality of the metric, because right now it's more of an indicator, but we want to make it a proper tool. And how we're going to do that would be by enabling you on demand, because it will increase cost, to use more advanced models, which would increase precision of these metrics as well. So that will be one of the next steps. And further down in the future, we'll be releasing a suite where you can dive into each and every prompt and check how AI basically built its response from different stakeholder perspectives. That will also be on-demand feature that will use only smarter models, so it will be providing higher quality insights than this basic feature. And also, a little further down the road, we'll be adding ability for you to define what sort of events or policies agents should adhere to, and then we'll be monitoring on these specific things that you defined, which would enable further precision into just stuff that you are interested in. So that's the high level plan on this, on more to provide more explainability and observability to what's happening in your chats.
Marco, is this feature available to all, or it's, I think, in beta or something?
Yes, it is. It is available to everybody with the same limits that we have on all analytics features. So standard users get 7 days of data, premium users get full year, and enterprise users can ask, and on demand we can provide unlimited access.
Got it. Got it. Thomas has a question on chat. What's the definition of jailbreak and leak? Agents and configuring and writing persona for our public safety law enforcement. So there can be some sensitive data that is in the knowledge base. Would you like to answer that?
So jailbreak is basically defined if you made the agent do something that it was not supposed to in a general sense. So like if you ask it to answer you something outside of its knowledge base, for example, asked you to do something illicit or basically anything that it was not supposed to do according to its instructions. The prompt leakage would be if it exposed parts of system message or persona or general its instructions. And persona failure would be if it failed to comply with your specific instructions you gave it. So not just not our system instructions, but what you gave it as a persona. So whatever details it needs to take care of, tone it should use, personality, and so on.
So we can safely say it's not leaking information that is concern for Thomas. So no, it's not leaking information. It's going some direction where it should not have been gone, right?
Yeah, yes.
Got it. Under risk management, I'm only getting this no data available for selected range. Osama asked. Uh,
You can send us your agent ID and then we can check out
yeah,
what's going on.
please ping me or Marco or issue raise a ticket that you're not seeing the data, which should not be the case. But in case it's happening, we'll look into it and get back to you, Osama. All right, that's from Marco's side. Now let me just go back and yeah. So past couple of weeks, we have been developing a local MCP server for custom GPT. We already had. Let me just share my entire screen for you to better. Yeah, great. So if I go to any agent, go to deploy section and go to MCP server data, you can see we have Cloud Web, Desktop, ChatGPT, Cursor, Windsurf, and others hosted MCP servers. But now we actually have a local one as well. So if you just go on to Poll the People, Custom GPT MCP, and just for now check out the master branch and not the main branch, you'll see an implementation of Custom GPT's MCP server. But for locally, if you want to run it, have it, do some experiments with it. So it's built with fast MCP 2.0. We are planning currently to improve this more, adding OAuth support as well, and generating our MCP server directly from the OpenAI.json configuration. So that's in the pipeline. But for now, you can list agents, get agent details. Whatever is supported via APIs is also possible from this MCP server itself. So I can go to my Claude Studio, and this is how you have to set up. Yeah, you can just add a custom GPT server, few commands where the path is to your Python, where your Python is installed, basically, and arguments paths to where your server.py is there. And environment variable could be custom GPT API key. You can also customize this. If you remove this API key from here, this app will automatically take it from the .env file that is wherever you have hosted your MCP server. So for now, I just leave it there. This is my Claude config. So I'm showing you my API key, but I'll just delete it after this video, after this call, because it's very sensitive. To just have all the arguments. This is here my Python resides in the virtual environment. I set it up for this project, and the custom GPT MCP server.py as well. So I can just go ahead and open Claude Desktop. Let me just close it real quick. I'll open Claude Desktop. I can ask you list all my before that you can just see which all custom GPT server is turned on. So just make sure this is done from your part. List all my agents from custom GPT, and there you go. Yeah, I can allow once or allow all the time. That's depending on me. So I'll just allow it once for now, so that we see it sending requests, it's getting data from agents or not. So in case if you have some misconfiguration, you'll see a little caution icon in here if your MCP server is not currently rightly configured, or you will see an error whenever you start your Claude Desktop if your MCP server is not working correctly or has some errors. So if that's the case, feel free to ping to me. So yeah, I have these 4 agents in my profile. This is starter kit, my Google Drive file upload agent, my YouTube agent. So I can show you what this means in here. Go to Google Drive agent. Yeah, these 4 agents were the one that Claude told me about. I can also ask questions. Hey, can you tell me all the conversations in the, let's say, developer starter kit, the agent, and it will go ahead and give me conversation ID, conversation title. Yeah, allow once. So basically, what our hosted MCP server does almost the same thing, but it's now open source for you to play along with and see how it's implemented. Yeah, session ID created, blah blah blah. I can also ask it to create new agents, create new conversations, send a message. So send a message to this agent and say hello. So it will go ahead and send a conversation. I can just click ask me anything. This is, yeah, allow once. Refresh this here. And yeah, it says hello. And the time is like from my in my time zone, it's 22:49. So yeah, agent response, a new conversation was created, and would you like a conversation? No, I would not like it. So that's it from my side about this custom GPT MCP server implementation. Feel free to check out this GitHub repo, and if you liked it, maybe give it a star or share with people who would or might be interested in something like this. And the next thing we'll be discussing is you might have gotten invites that we'll be seeing how to build RAG AI social AI bots. So we already have Telegram, Discord, Slack videos on how to set it up, what all things you need to do. So instead of just me going giving you another demo, it would make sense for you to just watch a video and see all the instructions. We also have listed this under integrations. Yep, you can see other bots. Some few of these bots are work in progress. So if you have any few bots that you would like us to prioritize with the integration to custom GPT, just let me know in this chat or in our Slack community. We'll just prioritize this. And if you go to Slack bot or Telegram bot, we have all the instructions where you can deploy, how it works, the features that it has. So it doesn't make sense to maybe demo this again, because we did this 2 weeks or 3 weeks back with the previous versions of DevOps Arts. So the videos will be in, can say, starterkit.customgpt.ai slash. Okay. Yep. This is our demo page for that. And if you just scroll down, yeah, you will see Slack, Discord, WhatsApp bot. And if you tap on this video thing, you'll get videos for all those and how to set those up. I'll just send this link in the chat real quick. And yeah, so that was all from me and Marco presenting for this week. So it's a wrap up from our side. We just wanted to let you know all the updates and the things we have in store with us. So now the floor is open to you for asking any questions that you might have, or the reason that you got involved with us in the first place, or what got you interested in attending DevOps Stars. So yeah, the floor is yours. Just
Hi there. Do you guys have the recordings for the previous weeks, especially the one for the agents like Microsoft Teams and so on? That sounds interesting.
Okay, so when you say recordings, you mean recordings of previous DevOps Stars or recordings of Microsoft Teams integration?
I mean, you said that you covered this in the last 2 weeks, maybe the agents. So maybe we can look at that. That would be useful.
Okay, so I think the agent thing is, if you're interested in Microsoft Teams, just give me few hours. I'll just update you on the progress. We did test it. Let me just hold show you the screen. So I've sent you a link in the chat. It's our GitHub repo with all the integrations. So feel free to check out those. We have instructions there. So if you want a video walkthrough of how to set it up, how to deploy, what to configure, just ping me on Slack and I'll help you get started with that. It's in there. It's in there. But the video might not be there yet. The video walkthrough of the deployment process. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have a question, if you don't mind, about white labeling the bots, because I'm still struggling with that. I needed to know what kind of options you have for removing or replacing the custom GPT.ai branding in the embeds and the links.
So let me answer that one. Right now, we just have option to remove that bottom bar in UI, and right now we do not have option to mask URLs, but that's something that we will be adding in, let's say, midterm, in the next few, maybe by the end of the year or timeline like that. And we'll be adding option to use your own domain to both those share link deployments and to mask all links that may be in citations and basically do complete white labeling.
The alternate can be if you want an open source kind of implementation that you can white label however you want, change UI UX however you want. So please check out our starter kit that we also have prepared. Like it got launched like a month ago. So yeah, that's it. All this thing that you see on the screen is available on GitHub as well. So that can be alternative of how you might want to white label custom GPT if you are a developer yourself or you have developers on your team. That can be also one thing. Great. Then yeah, thanks for the question. And we'll just wait for like few more minutes and then call it a day. If no one has any question, we would not want everyone to just take their time for starters.
I have a quick question. This is Allie. I am preparing to update a chatbot that we built a year ago on your platform, and I'm trying to rethink how the suggested prompts are displayed, like a layout. And I was wanting to look at some of the websites of your customers, and I saw on the website, the names of some of your customers, but I don't know if that means that I can find like a chatbot or an agent icon on each of their sheets or each of their web pages, I mean. So I'm just wondering, is there a way you could direct me to some sites to look at?
Marco? So you mean to see any
Yeah.
example implementations of our chatbot in some other user's website?
So we cannot share you the list of our customers, but we can send you to their websites. If some are available on our websites, you can check out theirs. But probably the best way to get something, and we can just of course send you some examples where we deployed our own chatbots. But what you can do is go on Slack community and ask people for some examples, and I'm sure there'll be somebody, a couple of them who will be open to sharing what they built.
Great, thank you.
Ali, are you in our Slack community? Because you can just ask questions. I'm hoping at least few people will jump in to share their examples.
Yeah, I'm not, but I'll get in there today.
Sure.
Same. I'm not in the community also. I do have a quick question. We use Google Chat for internal discussion, a lot of work. Like we have many Google Chat spaces. Is it possible, just at a high level, right, to deploy the custom GPT basically capability inside the Google Spaces, where it would listen to the chats, and then later you can ask it a question, and it would remember, like it will put together conversations prior about a certain client, or you know what I'm saying, like because we forget about the topics we discussed, and then there's many people, and then you can go to chatbot, said what's the summary about this client, and etc. They can remember going back hundreds of chats. Is such a capability, such a thing possible to implement?
So we don't have kind of an out-of-box integration for
No,
this.
but no,
But
I'll build the integration if it's possible.
I don't know. We haven't tried that, but if they have exposed the API for these things, then it probably is. So you can either use our API or Zapier maybe, but I would assume it's possible, but would need to take a closer look.
Okay.
So I've worked with some things that I've done on mine to do summaries of stuff, but it was from external programs that I was pumping data into it. So what I've done on some is I made like an Excel file or CSV that I was able to put some data in, and I made some YAML files that I did some prompts on what I wanted it to do, and it was able to give me summaries of I'll say ledger data.
Got it.
So I'm assuming you probably could do something like that would have conversations that would be in a Excel CSV type format that would have maybe from another one, if you were logging it, you can almost submit it as, okay, we'll take that here, take previous 24 hours of conversations and have some sort of breakdown as far as with the columns to put it all together in chats or topics. You probably could do that. I mean, I would test it. I think that you probably could make that work that way. And I've done that where I've taken CSV files and I've used the API to upload it to my agents, and then I ask it questions on it.
That I see what you're saying. Makes sense.
So I mean, unless again, they're the experts on their price on their piece, but that's what I was able to do on my side to get certain types of behaviors out of it.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yep.
Got it. Thomas, maybe we can get in touch after this call and we can understand how we did that. So publish a guide, official guide on this. Might help Jason and many folks like that who want to use such things. Works for you?
Okay. This is Jamie. I've got a question. We are new to the tool and we're just trying to get everything set up. And as I've gone into the, the agents and am setting up the persona, I'm wondering if that's the right place. We have a set of troubleshooting questions that we ask in order to figure out what problem they have. And then as they say certain answers, it leads them down a different direction, and another set of questions to ask. Where is the best place to put that kind of troubleshooting questions in? Is it to put it in the persona?
Yes. Right now the persona is placed to put that. But if it list is too long, it may be a little undisciplined and unpredictable at the times.
Okay.
But yeah, short answer. Now you should use persona for that. But we will be adding at some point option where you can kind of build these flows where it will use several reasoning steps, and you can define it. Okay, you first need to do that, and then maybe there's some branching after that, and basically achieve the same results, but in much more predictable way.
Great.
Where the key is like to break down the tasks to AI to make it easier for it to adapt to instructions than if it had like real long persona.
When are you guys implementing that? What's the estimated timeline?
I cannot provide the exact time, but next few months.
Oh, awesome. Great. And then the second question is, if we kind of have two groups of an audience, we have more of the clinical side, and then we have more of the user side for our product. Would I set up two different agents depending on how they answer kind of the first question, or how do the differences in agents work?
So if they need to handle very different type of questions or have access to different information, stuff like that, then it's best to have set up with two agents. but again, right now they cannot kind of reroute to that one. You would need to have two separate deployments. But that's also another thing that we are actually already working on, where you can have one deployment, and so you can like embed it in one place, add just that one live chat icon, for example. But there are two or more agents inside that, and again, a little later down the road, we'll be adding automatic rerouting there, pretty much like you have on ChatGPT now,
Okay.
where you ask it a question and it decides which is the best one to answer. But right now, we would need to have two.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Will you be developing a toggle, an optional toggle at any point, which would allow for the agent to have, I don't know what the technical term is, I think it might be RAG, for the agent to have a voice?
You mean like the actual voice, so you can talk with it with voice input and output?
Just like ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's also on the roadmap for the next few months.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe if you would like to try it right now, you could try the starter kit, for instance. So it's not like an inbuilt solution for us. I'll just show you. This is basically an embed of the starter kit, and yeah, we have TTS mode here as well as the voice mode over here. So it's using OpenAI's Whisper APIs for now. If you have some urgent need for this, you can use the starter kit and our open source implementation of this. Click on here. Okay, I need to just provide it with API, but just let me go back. Yeah, we have voice modes as well. You can talk to the agent in pretty much the same fashion it does with, yeah, this. Will analyze your query and answer your queries in real time. So that's the thing. You can try it out if you want to. This is a video of that we launched 2 weeks. So
Where can I find that? Sorry.
yeah, links will be for this playlist, which is the launch. Yeah, we'll just answer the question and answer you in real time. So I know the voice is not coming to you guys, but this is how the starter kit is built. Great. Before anyone any questions, I would like to share one more thing. So last week we had a call with a like friend of mine. They used our endpoints to make an integration or make.com integration, in which they had an email incoming. That email, that maybe subject or title, was going into a spreadsheet, and from that spreadsheet he had an answers column, and then that answer was coming from our agent's response. So this is how he set it up on his own. I got on a call with him to ask why he wanted to do this or how we can launch. So if any of you guys are interested in having custom GPT provide an official guide on how they can use an integration, just let me know. We are currently working on this. Maybe by next week we will be launching this, so we can take your use cases and provide integrations or templates based on that. So that was one of the things I wanted to just let you know. Great.
Will you be putting that information in the Slack community?
Yes, everything goes in Slack. Whatever we do will be there in Slack.
Thank you.
Right. Sure. Thomas and Jamie connecting on Slack. That's great. Great. Yeah. Nice, Jamie joined. Great. So if any of you guys have any more questions, feel free to ping us right here or on Slack community. Okay, well, great then. I see people. Yeah, great then. Let's call it the end of this week's dev office hours. So I'll just send you an invite for the next dev office hours that we'll be doing probably 2 weeks from now with more updates, exciting updates. Marco will be there with the updates on this jailbreaking thing, the risk analysis analytics thing as well, and of course I'll be there. Maybe we'll just ask Alden to join as well, so we can provide more insights. So thanks all, thanks for joining, thanks Marco for joining, thanks Jamie, Ali, Sam,
you.
and yeah, Samantha.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you
Bye bye.
next week. Bye bye, bye all.